What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Big day of data. We've got the CPI anticipated today at around, I believe it's around 1:30 UTC. And we are what I consider to be at a critical point of the cycle. And I was looking at different permutations because ultimately people are feeling the heat. And just so you know, in case you're not aware, the macro picture is bad, guys. It's not your microcap altcoin. It's not your meme shitcoin that's doing really bad. Tesla here is absolutely, Tesla has lost 500 billion of its value. So let's keep it straight. Let's keep it in perspective, and let's actually react to what we could see today, because that's the only way. We can only go by kind of like short-term assessment of what is going to happen. Potentially, nobody knows, but we have some idea. Market has been in this crazy oversold. All the RSIs on different time frames have completely reset, and as a result, we have some key levels here. Okay, got 89k wick. This was Sunday the 3rd, I believe. Then we've got this one here. And then all of that is coming within this trend. So if you just roughly draw this line, you'd see, of course, we've obviously touched this line a few times, right? Even if you come through the wick here, you could call it a 3-touch trend line, right? We are on a critical level on the daily. So here's what I'm expecting for you guys, obviously for myself. Let me first of all talk to, obviously, the meme massive or anybody who is feeling the heat extremely badly right now. You've got, really, there's only 2 options, right? Or 3 options if you want to stretch it. But if I give it to you straight, there's only 2 options, guys. And we've got hot narratives. You know, RWA is the best performing narrative. We'll talk about that. AI, you have to be in AI. But not in all the way, like not in the ways that we think traditionally that we have to behave in terms of this market. So let me give you a couple of options, because I'm seeing a lot of people under the weather. Okay, your option number 1, if you cannot handle, again, if you cannot handle the current situation, it is probably best that you sell. Okay, you sell. And you basically wait. So you go into USDT. Now, to back that, of course, a lot of people have gone into like exchange tokens or USDT, whatever. So what you're then doing is you're identifying a level of the chart. Right now it's quite weak. Things are, and you're saying, okay, you know what? We're going to go into the low 70s and I'm going to be buying back over here. Right? I'm going to be buying back over here. So this is one option for you. Okay. For the second option, or for majority of you, this is another option. Okay. What you do is you hold and you try to reposition your portfolio. Now, holding could be 2 things. You could either hold 50%. All right. You could hold 50%, or you could basically hold all your crypto, introduce new capital into the market, and then of course do it that way. But I'm not advising you to sell or hold. I'm telling you what the options are, because I know a lot of people have capitulated emotionally, and those are the ones that they're in the market consistently for quick wins. That's okay. If that's the case, then it's better for you to trade futures. The spot holding, despite all of the things that have happened to us, the spot has been a safe haven time and time again to save people from getting wrecked. And so far, even though our drawdown is quite massive, I don't think we should capitulate, guys. I don't think we personally should. I'm not going to capitulate. I'm actually looking at all of the metrics, and I'm actually encouraged by what I'm seeing long term. But in the short term, you've got this massive outflow of Bitcoin. Okay, you've got the ETFs, 56.7 BTC minus, and then you've obviously got the on the other side, you've got CPI inflation, of course, coming today. What else are we looking at? Gold. People are running into gold. That shows you there's further pressures in the market. And I like what this guy did here. Sellers are exhausted, more or less. Markets are forward looking, and possibly we may have the worst priced in, right? And most of the anticipated massive sell-off, of course, retested the lows, and lower lows have already been, obviously, we may come down for one last time to sweep these liquidity levels, but neither has happened. So maybe the bottom is in. Super interesting. And again, if this wasn't a dip, the anticipated RWA run was meant to be now. Because RWA is the best performing, despite what retail said about, Ondo unlocks. Ondo is actually very solid. Mantra is incredibly solid, but that's been the best performing asset. And what we're looking at right now is just weak breakouts after weak breakouts. So there isn't any sustainable run for the market to be able to actually give us a sigh of relief. Yesterday was a temporary pump, but I did say in my post, yesterday was not pumped because of it wasn't a fundamentally or macro driven pump. It was just literally a technical driven pump, right? So it has got to be a situation where we are looking at the overall alts versus Bitcoin performance here, and you can see, of course, Ethereum doing absolutely nothing, and of course the AI agents and meme coins have been absolutely decimated. But what does that mean for us moving forward, guys? All it means is you haven't lost anything until you sell. But if you look at what alts are doing, or the total three, this is a bloodbath. This is a chart by Benjamin Cohen, and you can see here we did have we tried to recover yesterday on a temporary recovery, but small caps are bleeding massively, right? And it's not about alt season or not, and it's not about your alt. Everything is tough at the moment, guys. So do not take this personally. It's just the way it is. It's the cold facts. And of course, with CPI coming in today, the market is already normally dumps into these macro events. Okay. So look, the main takeaway from my video is nobody can predict the bottom, as nobody can sell at the top. As you guys know, you haven't even had any significant pumps anywhere within these altcoins for them to actually return life-changing gains. Perhaps Sui went going from 70 cents in our group to about $5 plus. Yeah, that was pretty big. Yeah, Tower's actually doing well for the week, but overall, the market is weak. So what do you expect? Everything. Look at Aerodrome Finance here, $500 million market cap. No better time to buy Aerodrome than now. It could go further down. It could go down to 60 cents. I've already given out the levels in my previous post. Look at Cubic here, 1800 per billion. This is meant to go to 50,000 per billion. So look, XLR has shown tremendous progress throughout the week, but the whole market is down, man. Pinlink recovering very well. So all you got to do is right now look at your exposure. This is actually what I hold. In case you don't know what I hold, this is what I hold, and this is the form that I hold in. Of course, the capital is different for everyone, but overall, a lot of these altcoins, especially the ones I'm prepared to cut and sell, the time hasn't come for me to do that. I'm going to hold the winners. I'm going to consolidate, maybe add to my projects, and hold through. But everything is telling me, on the one hand, people that matter are buying crypto in crazy quantities, and people that don't matter are mostly selling crypto. So which camp are we going to be? We want to be those that matter, right? If Well Liberty Finance and all of these people positioning themselves in the market. There you go. I mean, look at this. This is what the Trumps have bought now, right? 2,000 ETH, and of course, nearly 1 million move. This happened overnight. Well, Liberty Finance. So it is what it is, guys. It is a horrible picture right now, but I want to tell those who want to sell, they can. Nothing holds them. Just be big boy about it. And those of you who hold, I know you're going to be rewarded at some point. We don't know when that is, but at the very least, you don't lose anything until you sell, unless you're consolidating into good alts. All right, guys. Anyway, this is try to be helpful here, and smash a like. I know the sentiment is not great, but you've got to survive this, and then you're off to a promised land. All right, take care.